Hello, I'm going to do my best to do this in one take. So there might be distractions. You are in my living room right now. But if you see a dog wandering around or head pop up, I apologize. But we are going to do really a basic stretch today. There'll be some yoga moves and some kind of free flowing stuff, but for the most part, I just want from all the way down to my toes that I know you cannot see, all the way up to the top of the head. We're just going to do some stretching. So let's get in a nice secure chair. And at any point in time of these, I'm not going to show modifications, but as you know, you can stand up and do some of these in a standing position as long as we're working the key muscles that we want to work. Nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. Let's take a big deep breath in, reaching up and exhaling down. One more big deep breath. And exhaling down. Starting at our head, we are just going to drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Inhale, inhaling our shoulders up, and exhale, releasing them down. Back to center. Left ear towards left shoulder again. Inhale, bringing our shoulders raising up towards our ears, and exhale, releasing it down. Feel the weight fall off of that chest and shoulder as we release. Back to center, right side. We twist just up the neck. Nothing is moving anywhere else. Back to center, over to our other side. It makes me laugh. I can talk and sometimes say the right words all the way in front of you when I'm live, but the second I try to record myself, it's like my brain and my mouth does not match up. Let's come back to center. Tuck that chin, drop it down, gently roll from right to left. We tend to end class this way, but we are going to work from the top down and then work our way back up. So there'll be some repeated moves to this stretch. I want us to let our head hang down, really tucking that chin back, hopefully feeling the stretch, not even just in the back of the neck, but through and through the back of our spine. We slowly inhale back up. I'm going to turn our legs to the right. Left arm is going to work. If you don't need, and you can just scooch to the side, but I'm going to turn so you can see me since I'm all in black. We're going to inhale, reaching our arm up towards the ceiling, and exhale, pulling it back as far as we can. Shoulders and chest in place. Arm lifting and exhaling back around. Opening through our shoulder, feeling the openness of our chest as we move through. On the next breath, I want you to hold at the top, rotate our wrists a few times, and come back down. So we inhale, hold, and exhale. One last one. More of a turn. Stay in the same position you were, but I'm going to inhale, bring my arm up, slight side lean, head back over. Start getting the movement in from our torso. Inhale, lean, free movement here. My breath is guiding myself and my movements, trying to expand through my torso. One last one. And release. I'm going to switch to the other side. So I'm going to stay facing forward this time so you can see me. I inhale up. I exhale back and around. Hold your breath at the top, rotating our wrists. We inhale, circle, bringing movement to that wrist, and back and around. And you can notice, well, maybe you can't because I was facing the other side. One shoulder is going to move and open a little bit better, but I want to stay squared with these. This is our last one, holding at the top and exhaling out. From here, Rainbow arch across and back down, making the rib cage and the pelvis separate and contract together. The arm might feel a little tired, stretching through the side of our body, but not holding. More of a dynamic stretch as we move and release. One last one. From here, I'm gonna center myself back in the chair, widen my legs out, palms facing forward, I'm gonna slide. My elbows on the knee. Cat-cow movement here, getting contraction in through our spine. So I'm gonna tuck my chin down, round my shoulder blades as far apart as they can, creating space between our vertebrae, and then exhale, lifting my chin, lowering my chest, and trying to lift my tailbone. So I'm gonna inhale up and exhale down. Keeping this movement, I'm gonna turn so you can hopefully see my spine as I get that C curve as I round up, and a flat or extension through my back as I come down. Let it be slow and controlled. Again, being aware of every movement from the spinal column. One last one. And exhale, finding neutral spine where we are flat. From here, if you feel comfortable, we're gonna extend one arm out, extend the other, and lift. I'm not coming up to a seated position. I'm still hinged in that chair position. From here, I'm gonna reach around. If you have a chair that you can grab a hold of, or you can interlace your hands behind as we press and lift forward. If those shoulders are raising up to your ears, release them down. Slightly back forward again. Maybe letting that belly rest on the upper thighs, lifting our arms as high as we can. Inhale and out, and exhale, and we can come up and release through our chest. More torso rotation here. It's going to be a little bit different for all of us. We're going to start simple. I'm going to have my hands on my right side. I'm going to start on my right side, keeping both hands here, maybe moving slightly back to a hip. I inhale as tall as I can and exhale, twist, looking over that right shoulder. Start gently coming back to center. We're going to do that twist 3 more times, each time trying to get a little bit deeper. Hands can be on your legs. Inhale tall, exhale twist. If we feel comfortable, we can reach to the side of the chair, to the arms of the chair, the back of the chair. Hold for a breath or 2. Come back to center. Again, inhale, lengthen, exhale and twist. Each time trying to get a little bit deeper into the stretch. And back to center. One last one. Inhale tall, exhale twist as far as we can. Keeping these knees separated. We don't want to push and collapse in to hurt our hip. We want to keep it nice and still, a stable base of support. Come back to center. Hands on the left side. Inhale, starting small. We lift and twist. Hold for a breath or 2. Back to center. 3 more, each a little deeper. Inhale and twist. And release. Every inhale, we lengthen our spine taller and taller so it is supported as we twist from our waist. One last one, the deepest we can get. Inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist into our spine. And release it back to center. Moving from our upper body, but I first want to let us let our arms hang out, shake those fingers and move. Feel if there's still tightness. There's going to be, that's why we're going to work our way back up, but we're going to move to our lower part of our body, starting with our hips. Right ankle is going to cross over the left or up over that knee. If we get there, hand rests on our knee, hand rests on our ankle. We lengthen as tall as we can and hinge at the waist. This one is going to be more of a static hold. So we're not bouncing, we're not dropping our head and chin. We stay lifted and tall. My hand is just gently resting on here, not pressing it down. You should feel the openness of the right side of your hip. To change it just a little bit, I'm gonna flex this foot, place my hand and press as I twist just a little bit. You're gonna feel a corkscrew action a little bit more on that right side. Or you might find your knee wanting to lift up a little bit more. Try to keep it as flat as we can, even if this is as flat as we can get it. Back to center, stay with this leg. We bring it and we can interlace our hands on top of that knee, behind the leg. We are gonna hug our leg into our chest as much as we can. I feel like I need to take off my jacket to show you a little bit of contrast between my black on black. So I'm hugging this into my chest as much as I can, feeling it stretch to the outside of your right hip and into your glute. We're gonna have a visitor here soon. Release down. Cross. Ankle over our knee or over that ankle. We are flat, hands on our knee and our ankle. Nice and tall. We hinge forward at the waist, keeping our chin lifted. Let's come back up. Hand on the bottom of your foot as we flex. We press into it. So this is a recording that people are going to watch tomorrow. So I told you I'm taking one take. I'm not doing anything else. Come back to center, lift up, interlace underneath, and we pull into our chest nice and tall.
Hi. I'm Mila. I'm sick.
Well, not really sick, but she was yesterday. Let's release this down. We're gonna widen our legs, toes pointed. Hands are gonna go on the inside of the knees. If you're more flexible, we can drop and it more be on to the elbows. Key is head needs to outside. So we lean forward, find balance, weight into the heels, weight into our hips. We press and lean forward, pressing our hips out. From here, we can drop one shoulder down. We're gonna get movement and feeling of a stretch up through the back of our body, as well into our inner thigh and outer hip. Switch to the other side and hold. Back to center, come a little bit lower and just press, alternating right and left. And slowly back up. Turn our toes straight forward. I'm gonna walk them just slightly in. Still working on hinge from our waist. Let's inhale up and exhale, forward fold. So maybe it's down to our elbows to our knees. Maybe it's our hands all the way to the floor. I know that I'm probably getting cut out here, but we're keeping our chin lifted. Our nose, our forehead, and our chin is down towards the floor. We allow our body to lower farther and farther. Weight in the hips and the feet. Very, very light on our hands. Slowly inhale and roll one vertebrae at a time all the way up. Rolling our shoulders back. Still at the front of the chair, moving to the back of our thighs. Right leg comes out in front. I'm used to teaching class where my left becomes my right. I'm really doing my right side this time. Right leg out in front. I know you can't see my toe, but my heel is dug into the floor. My toe is pointed up. Hands on our left leg, hinge and hold. Flat back. That cat and cow that we did earlier, we don't want to be in either position. We want to completely flat back. Shoulder blades are pinched and shoulders are released down. Engage the quad, so pull that kneecap up so you can feel the stretch in the back of our thigh. Foot position. I know you can't see it because I can't see it on my computer. I'm going to take it from my toe pointed straight up, and I'm going to angle to the outside. It's going to change the position of the stretch. We keep the toe pointed back. Take it, angle it inside. Knee and leg stay straight. Another breath here, and we come back up. I'm going to turn, so hopefully you can see me a little bit better. Same thing on my left side, heel is down, toe is pointed up, flat back, hinge forward. I'm holding and breathing. You should be able to feel the stretch, depending on where you're tight, behind the back of the knee, all the way up to right where that hamstring meets your glute. I'm taking my toe, I'm angling it out. I'm taking my toe, I'm angling it in. Notice my back is as flat as it can be. I'm not C-curving or overarching. It's nice and supportive. Back up we come. I'm going to center myself. Legs are going to go to the right. Left leg is going to drop down. I want from the hip straight down through the knee, all the way up in a straight line. Tuck your toe, press your tailbone forward. Pull, relax from here. Going back to a very similar movement we did at the beginning. I'm going to drop my arm. I'm going to inhale up. I'm going to exhale around. Inhale up and exhale around. One more, inhale up, exhale around. Then I'm going to go straight up towards the ceiling and lean to the back of my chair. Back up, let's come to center. We'll switch to the other side. First, get our leg in position, toe is tucked underneath, knee straight down, lifted, tuck that tailbone so we feel the stretch to the front of our thigh, and then we can inhale and back and release. And I know we're getting movement from our shoulder, but by staying upright, because this position, a lot of us want to hinge forward. This opens and lifts. One last circle. And we inhale up and lean to the back of the chair, feeling the stretch to the side body, the front of our hip. And back up and release back to center. This is just going to be feet. You're not going to necessarily see mine unless I maybe turn for you. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to plant my feet flat on the floor, and I'm going to curl my toes underneath and extend them back out. Curl the toes underneath and back out. So just trust that my toes are doing what my fingers are doing. Just scrunching and releasing.
You missed the call.
One last one. And release it. I'm going to stay, I wish you could see my feet. I just want ankle mobility here. So we're going to go from heel to toe, walking our legs out, trying to get as wide as we can. Some chairs are going to have arms, so it's not going to allow you, but we up and rotate. So maybe this class has become more range of motion than stretching, but it's good for our joints all the same. I hope you like our entertainment for the day. This might be a one and only time that we ever use this video. Last one, rest this. Forward into the front of our chair. I want to take our leg out. We're going to bring our right leg out as straight as we can. In this position, I'm going to keep this left leg bent, but I'm going to open it slightly out. So my angle here is as far as I can go on my right side, not straight forward with my left. So we're getting an inner thigh and up through our hip flexor. Take the right hand, inhale, We lean across our body. The reason I want this leg here is it gives us support. If you are more flexible, you can reach down towards the chair. Try to keep your arms straight. I notice my poor form. But for most of us, just stay here. If it does bend, it bends. But we want to lengthen from our heel all the way up to the side of our body and across. From here, bring your hand down, lift, and lean back. So we're moving back up. We've done legs. This is moving back up to our hips and in through our torso. Back up we come. We bring our legs in, angled out wide. We're going to do a forward bend. This time I'm going to let our head drop. We inhale and exhale, come either elbows to knees or all the way down. Instead of looking at the floor, let the head drop and let the body hang. We can roll our shoulders. We will not stay here long because all of the blood is rushing down to our head. But inhale and exhale, allowing yourself to go deeper. And we can slowly roll up one vertebrae at a time, as slow as we can. Roll our shoulders, lift our head. My right leg is going to stay wide because this is a perfect position. I'm going to extend out. Find in this chair where I can extend out my left leg. You still can't really see. My foot is flexed and relaxed down. From here, I inhale, lift up over my body. I like to stay in a tall position because what I'm focusing on is keeping straight and lengthening through the side body. More flexibility, we can come down. But there's really not much difference the farther you lean from keeping up and down. Back up and lean across. Inhale, back up, we release, we bring our legs together. Right leg, as we cross it over that ankle, but this time we're gonna keep our knee up. I am going to combine two moves. I'm gonna hook and pull, or I can release underneath and pull. So left arm pulling in my right leg, right hand is going to the seat or the back of the chair, and we lift and twist. Lengthen a little bit taller as we twist into this. And we release back to center. We drop it down. Cross left ankle over. We grab, we hug. However it is comfortable, that is up to you. Left hand, we lengthen and twist. Come back to center and release this. We're gonna release and get into a comfortable position in our chair. Right arm is gonna come across, we pull in. Inhale, shrugging our shoulder, release it as far down as we can. We can match our fingertips up to our thumb. Stay with this right side, up and over, grab or pull. If this elbow is still out here, we want to pull it in tight. The goal is try to walk our fingertips down our spine while we keep our chin off of our chest. Release that, left arm across, pull it in, shrug and release. Matching our fingertips up to our thumb. You might be able to hear some of the videos that are being played. Release, lift, pull, or push, trying to walk those fingertips down. And we can really shrug, shake this out. We're almost done. We're doing one more for our shoulders and then our neck. And we'll call it a maybe one take disaster, but we'll just roll with it. Interlace, thumbs point down, round and tuck. Head can shake no. Inhale, really trying to expand the back of our body. And we inhale, lifting up towards the ceiling. Lean and hold to a side. Open up a little bit. So I pull that top shoulder back. Lean up, lean to the side. So I'm straight, and then I'm going to open up a little bit. Back up, arms drop down, shoulders roll back. This time our neck's a little bit more warm. So what I want us to do is drop our right ear towards our right shoulder. Right hand can come up. It's not pulling, it's just the weight of the arm. I'm going to take this. Two options. One, thumb pointing up, pull it slightly back. Or if we have more flexibility, I'm going to bring it and pull the elbow as far back as I can. I'm not worried about how high the hand is, but I'm trying to get more of a stretch to the front of our shoulder up through the side of our neck. It's just the weight of the arm. I'm not pulling it, no matter how much it looks. Release, switch, tilt. I can grab, I can stay here, or I can pull and pull that elbow back. Inhale, back up, tuck our chin extremely as far back as we can. Drop it down. As long as that spine is supported and the chin is down, we can interlace at the back of our head and let the weight of our arms stretch to the back of our neck. And you might be able to feel the muscles through the shoulder blades and running down the spine. One more cycle of breath in and out. Release the hands, slowly lift up. Lots of distractions right now, but we made it through. I promise next week I will either be live or I will not be at my house with all of these distractions, but it's better than nothing, I'd say. Hands out, big deep breath, inhale. And exhale, last one. And exhale down. Thank you for joining me in my home with my daughter. My husband just walked by trying to be quiet, but the good thing is you didn't see any of the animals running around. They all were sleeping on the furniture. Have a good day.